the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
The ball carrier.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Herbert. And that one got tipped. Got threw everything off. It brings up 3rd
for Austin Eckler.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his man there. It's going. And he picks up the first down yards as he takes this one down to 15. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
10-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
At the 5-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 30.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and
goal. Line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Taylor. Flushed out right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Herbert now. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
1st down, Ravens.
Being chased out left. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And some room to work. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 31 yards there and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
nah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Not better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
And they reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 34 yards there and a first down. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. As he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back. Unsuccessfully.
From the 5-yard line.
Now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. They'll try and run. This is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And they'll turn it over game to try to get in. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. Charger drive about to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense?
This is going on safety. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Set to kick off.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Let's go. Now Jackson on first down. Oh, he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that is incomplete. He took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
With the dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Jackson. They set up the screen for Douglas. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Incomplete.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
A 54 yards, well struck. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what
this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 23. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, well, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. With that, let's look ahead to Week 5, Charles. Some of the big games coming up as we continue into October. Starts with a good one Thursday night, 3-1 Bucks. The 3-1 Chicago Bears. That's Brady versus Foles. I'm sure we'll hear plenty about that. And then Indianapolis at Cleveland. One of those teams, Charles, is going to be 4-1. What else do you have on the docket?
Yeah, well, don't forget Minnesota. They come up their first win. They go to Seattle. It was 4-0, and that's a Sunday nighter. And then the Chargers at New Orleans on Monday night. I think Justin Herbert having to face Tom Brady and Drew Brees in back-to-back weeks, not something you would dial up. But this kid seems up to the task. He's played well despite the fact the Chargers have struggled with their record.
On third down, Taylor on the screen. This is Eckler. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th.
8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one catch. Intercepted. Throw back across his body. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Fielded in the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Charger drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He's free going to the left side to Flores. Touchdown, Braxton Eckler, 73 yards. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fluid, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for it, and momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
At the 21-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
The tackle by Melvin Ingram. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
The coverage that time is unbelievable. They can't play around. I mean, you've got a quarterback just standing back there in the pocket. He had all night to survey the field, and he still couldn't find anybody. And when he finally did throw it, he threw it to the other team.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Number 30.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Heavy rush, and down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Third and long, it's Taylor. This is going to be intercepted. Get there and pick it.
That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, hey, you know what I want to do? Let's take a look at some of the leaders right now around the National Football League, because some impressive numbers. Although the Cowboys are struggling, Dak Prescott almost 1,700 passing yards. He's on pace right now for better than 6,700. Russell Wilson, we know how well he's playing. 16 passing touchdowns. That's on a record pace. Rushing-wise, Dalvin Cook, 424 yards. He also leads the league with 6 touchdowns. Had a huge game against the Texans in Week 4. And then, yes, we have to talk receivers, too, don't we, CD?
We certainly do. How about DeAndre Hopkins leads the league with 39 catches. A nice move for him to Arizona. In terms of yardage, you got 3 guys over 400 yards in a tight bunch. Stephon Diggs, DK Metcalf on top at 403. Amari Cooper just 2 yards back, and Hopkins just 6 yards back. So what we're finding is that offense is really going crazy here in the early going in the NFL. Take a look at the holding calls across the league, partner. They're way down. I think that's promoting offensive football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
Complete to Mike Williams.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
A good point there as they were able to connect. Gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. Watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Let's do it. Locked in. 14 yards there. And
keep all the receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A handoff. It's Eckler. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Flush to his right.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
I'll tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Juke. Now he's got some room. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Quick slant to Brown. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Intended for J.D.
He's had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you.
Yeah, so many times we're talking about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. Way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 55 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. This type of a situation, late game situation, what are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. Can't get through. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
What they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
On 4th down, Herbert. They had to go quick with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. The 40, the 30, 10. And he will score. Touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets double, doesn't it, at least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been lauded here so far. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Jackson. Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And it's
On third down, here's Dobbins. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now it's Jackson. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Desmond King making the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Jackson throwing here complete to Boyle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now the gun they give to Ingram. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. 12 yards there and a first down. They'll win on first down. Ingram. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. But a gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
The tackle.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now the timeout comes here, and the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
A 32-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens straight first.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now Herbert with his first throw at OT. This one's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Had an open man that time, man. They put a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now what can Taylor do here in overtime? And that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Flushed out right. And Allen's got it. Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The definition of a do-or-die play, but they keep this overtime session going with a 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Herbert off of play action. He'll get this to Eckler. Herbert and 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's
overtime with 2 minutes to play. We are in sudden death, but still all tied up.
41-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3. To the air again, Herbert. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to look that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Herbert back to the air. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Boy, Lions are going to get the football back.
20. Chargers.
Well, we thought
17.
this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal is from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody. Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Allen off the play fake. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And down to the 20. A big play there on the first play of the game. 55 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first and 10. On first down, it's Gibson, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Gibson. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself.
And he is into the end zone for Washington. Touchdown. Touchdown. 9-yard touchdown grab. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7. Cowboys nothing. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.